And we're back for yet another episode of Star Wars The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire, picking up on Chapter 11. Tomorrow will be our next Star Wars Galaxy episode, with Phase 3 starting off. We'll do the village quest tomorrow. But let's start on this. We got a little crowd already. 2 other people. And speak to Theron Shan at the War Room to start Chapter 11.
Something on your mind?
I need your help with something.
It's amazing how often that seems to be the case.
Important person, important problems. I passed a portion of that data you secured from Overwatch through an SIS contact of mine. Made a convincing invitation to some prospective allies in the Republic Special Forces.
Who is it you're planning to recruit?
I identified a sympathetic ear in the leader of the Republic's most decorated military unit. The data I gave over was enough to convince Havoc Squad to take leave of their official duties. I have it on good authority they're conducting an unscheduled operation on Zakul. My contacts set up a rendezvous, but it's up to you to sell them on this alliance.
Wouldn't they be more receptive to one of their own?
Havoc starting their own little war out here is basically treason. I'm a spy. If anything, they'll be even less likely to trust me than you.
So now they're going after the Commando storyline with Havoc Squad. I think Havoc Squad was Commando. Been a while. Alright, rendezvous with the contact. Do I have a companion available? Only Theron. Great.
You called?
Where are we going? Okay.
I've got an anti-material rifle trained on your position and an unrestricted firing angle for at least 100 meters.
That's either really good or really bad, depending on your reasons for being here.
That's how you greet the people looking to help you.
Under the circumstances, I'm taking precautions.
They're alone, sir. No sign of transmissions.
Stand down, Havoc.
Unless I'm mistaken, didn't the Commando kill all of Havoc Squad
It
in his
wasn't all
story?
that long ago that I'd have given up my pension to take that shot. But I guess it's not just the spies making compromises these days.
Don't look at me. I was never here.
Major Jorgen, Havoc Squad. You were on the Dark Council.
I'm pretty sure that was the storyline of the Commando, was to go after and kill his Havoc Squad members. Hey, dispersing.
My old life is gone. Stopping Arkan is all that matters now.
We're on the same page then. I'm tired of seeing Arkan stomp all over the galaxy. You want to finally start giving as good as you're getting? I've got an op that can use your help.
What do you need?
The landing didn't go unnoticed. Hostiles!
A few.
All set.
That was a hectic little battle.
Clear! Clear! That won't be the last of them. Dengrel, Zaben split north. Abbott, Torg south. Canner, take Theron, fastest route back to the camp. We'll regroup there. You, with me. We're covering the retreat.
Hey, Hector.
If we are caught out, your operation here is over.
Worst case, Canner and Theron take over. But I don't plan on giving up command that easy. The Sky Troopers have numbers and mobility. Losing them's gonna take misdirection. I need a good vantage. Here.
So now I have Ulrich? What the hell? How many companions are there in this game? In this expansion? Oh, what are we doing? Find a good vantage point. And it can't mount. Great. There already is, and I'm only on chapter 11. This is only the first part of it. Probably gonna do some of the companion missions today. Some of these. I don't know how long they take.
You're going down.
Why do they always default as a healer? I don't need a healer. I could understand if he defaulted to a tank, but... The hell? Some of the cool one you have to do is grind a little bit and them all. So it's not an unlimited amount of quests.
No sign of pursuit. Watch my six while I cover the retreat. This new emperor. You've met him?
I have.
What's your assessment?
Valkorion believed he could start something new and different here. But in the end, he only taught his heirs to be every bit the Sith he was.
Or perhaps it is merely the nature of a son to seek to surpass his father.
Nothing but despots left in this galaxy. The Republic I signed up to protect doesn't exist anymore. We gave the reins over to people who don't care how we win, just as long as we do. Suresh is all but a dictator now.
Don't you pride yourselves on keeping all the power out of the hands of one individual?
Not enough politicians with the spine to stick to their principles when it really mattered. Suresh and her puppet chancellor have everyone convinced the state of emergency requires executive action. She and her top brass just push through whatever suits their interests. Never thought I'd miss bureaucrats butting into military matters. But what we gained in efficiency, we lost in soul.
This is a fight you can believe in, at least.
I'm holding you to that. Hold on. Got something. Civvies. And Sky Troopers. They're in trouble.
Well, Jorgen's not gonna like this.
They can keep the droids distracted while we withdraw.
Not happening. They're our problem now.
Guess I don't have a choice. I guess I'm dropping down.
You saved us.
Everyone all right? Anyone injured?
No, I don't think so. Thank you.
The Sky Troopers, they just came from nowhere. We done nothing. We're no threat to the Spire, but the droids drove us from our homes and started burning everything.
Please, stop them like you did for us. There are others out there. Our families and friends, our homes. There'll be nothing left.
You're pushing our luck, Jorgen. This isn't why we're here.
I don't know your reason for coming here, but this is mine. I'm gonna help. You can either pitch in or try to find your way back to camp without me.
Fine.
We'll rescue everyone we can. Meet us afterwards and we'll see about getting you out of here.
Oh, what do we do? Find the exile homes. Evacuate exile home.
Open up, you've got to move. There are others waiting to take you to
I
safety.
think my best right now is 230. Yeah, I'm still tier 1. I'm only like level 31, 32, 33. Still got a long way to go.
You can't stay here. The Sky Troopers are burning everything. Run!
Under level in the character sheet shows average. Oh, does it show average? Where does it show it? Oh, right there, okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm still tier 1 though. I haven't tried to grind any levels out yet. I'm just working on the story right now.
Get away while you can. Your people are waiting.
So the best way to grind out the levels is through the uprisings. Is that what they're called? Yeah, uprisings. Or regular flashpoints.
It's clear if you run. Now! Help is waiting.
Come on, need one more. Where is it? Veteran Flashpoint Hammer Station is fastest, but there are weeklies for others. Yeah, I just don't want, when I do grind it, I don't want to do the same thing over and over. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hammer Station's boring as it is. Probably just do the uprising since I don't know those. Are there uprisings like flashpoints, or are they something else? What am I doing? Rendezvous with the rescued exiles.
Go!
Okay.
Just get out of here!
This is your fault! You did this to us!
We're not your enemy.
Sky troopers are probably searching for us.
They wanted for nothing before my reign ended. Look on them now.
I believe you wanted to help, but we were doomed the moment you came here. The Emperor will want to make an example of your resistance. He'll likely claim we conspired with you as an excuse to crack down harder.
Why are you being targeted by Arkham?
Because we doubt. Tell them the reason.
I asked for proof of how our immortal Emperor could ever die.
I searched the old ways for guidance.
I wondered why we continue to seek revenge on so many Outlanders for the actions of one. I sought justice for those condemned to exile. We all had questions, and the new Emperor does not suffer them. You may have given him an excuse to silence us for good.
We have a camp. I can offer you protection.
They'll only draw attention to us. You're risking the mission and our lives.
My mission, my squad, my decision.
Okay. We'll trust you.
Kenner, we're on our way back. We've got civvies in tow. A lot of them. Be on the lookout. Hope you're up for some trailblazing. We'll need a clearer path for a group this large. Let's go.
Also, it's storming here, so if I disconnect all of a sudden, I'll be back as soon as I can. If the power goes out or something. Oh, what are we doing? Clear a path to the Havoc Squad camp. Where are we? So does that mean I have to kill them, or can I just fly by?
Up another kill.
So at what point do these missions start getting hard? I'm already on 11, it's still easy.
Welcome back, sir. The refugees have been trickling in. We're setting them up where we can, but I'm concerned about supplies. This is a lot of mouths to feed.
Shelter and protection will have to do for now. We'll resume the mission tomorrow, after the refugees have settled in. Get some shut-eye.
Understood, sir. You heard him. Get this camp in order and tuck in.
This alliance may be your show to run, but those soldiers, they're my responsibility. We clear?
I'm growing tired of this insolence.
Get used to it, Sith. I doubt we'll be seeing eye to eye.
So all of it's easy on story mode, even the later ones?
I'll see you in the morning. 0700. You saved a lot of lives today.
Will he be joining us?
In an advisory capacity. Passionate knows more about Zakul than all of us put together.
What you did yesterday, I wouldn't have thought it possible. I want to help you do more.
A source of mine in the SIS entrusted Havoc with an interesting piece of intelligence not too long ago. I'm guessing we have Theron to thank for that, but it's the reason we're all here.
No comment.
The data identified a planetary transmitter within a Zakul Night outpost. Our mission is to plant a wiretap on that equipment.
What are you hoping to accomplish, Major?
We get a direct line on their communications. Havoc can start hitting high-value targets all across the Spire.
And evade retaliation.
We'd be ghosts. Deadly. Heavily armed. Ghosts.
This sounds like something Havoc's squad could have accomplished already.
Deploying the wiretap without it being discovered will either take a month of prep or a really big distraction. If you're willing to commit the resources, we can move on this immediately.
Then it's decided. Send word to Odessen. We're going on the offensive.
You're really going to attack Arkan's forces?
Just enough to get their attention. We don't have the forces for a real invasion yet.
Your people can handle the diversion. I want you along for the strike on the transmitter. We're gonna need every heavy hitter we can get, and you more than qualify. Let's move out.
Oh, another one?
A few sentries on the exterior. Nothing out of the ordinary. Give the order when ready.
Begin the attack.
Copy. Let's go.
I think that's the best we're gonna get. Havoc, keep us covered and watch for reinforcements. We're going in.
Copy, Major.
Alright, assault the outpost. Without a speeder.
You're done.
Keep it up! We need support!
Break off the attack. Divert all forces to assist the mission. We're on our own for now.
Damn!
We just keep coming!
Kind of easy too, near the end. Made for casuals, that is fun once you get better gear. Find a way past the force field.
They just keep coming!
Incoming!
Well, that one's out. What the? There's no other colored cables here. Ah. Alright, one left. See if this ramp over here does anything. Yep. At the wiretap.
Gotcha.
You're kidding, sir. We've got contact from all directions.
Blast! The good news? It works.
And the bad?
They know we're here. Reinforcements are already inbound. We've got incoming. Brace for a fight, Havoc.
Deactivate the blast door. Oh.
Form up on the main entrance. We're coming out.
They just keep coming!
How's it looking in there, sir? It's not pretty out here.
Oh. What's happening?
Done yet!
Going down.
We're seeing a lot of action in the south corner. It's like it's raining sky troopers.
We're boxed in. Can anyone support us? Yeah, I got something for you. Oh, you too, huh? Yeah.
Hit bad.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Lead them to me. Do not engage.
My team is taking some bad hits. We can't hold out for long.
Alright. Escape the outpost.
Any last words?
Can that garbage.
Had to be droids.
About damn time.
I thought we might not make it. I'm glad to be wrong.
Did you follow us?
When we heard your call, we knew what had to be done. We've spent our entire lives being protected by our droids, by you. We want to stand for ourselves.
Won't get any argument from me. Let's get back to camp, huh?
It's easy, so I always just try to do it straight out without anything. Just to see if I can first. Oh.
We took a beating, but the mission was a success. And we discovered an unexpected ally. I'd call that progress.
The Force was with us today.
Tell the Force to bring reinforcements. It's a bigger victory for Passion and his people than us. Finding the will to fight back, proving they could win. Or conceding his own defeat in these swamps.
How do you mean?
Every defiant soul Arkan drives out here, we can turn into a weapon against him. I want to embed Havoc with the rebels. Train them to be a proper fighting force. Build an army right under his nose.
I'd want them to, but I'm doing dark side, so...
We can't afford to have our top soldiers running drills.
So they're on their own.
I'll supply them with what we can spare, but the Alliance needs Havoc in the field. We can't afford to be sentimental, Jorgen.
Your resources, your call. But I can't say I like it. Even so, you can count on Havoc whenever you need us. Interesting group you've got here. Takes all kinds, I guess.
We share a common enemy and desire. That's enough.
Desperation makes for strange bedfellows.
Fun as this is, I need to get back to Havoc. I'll ensure the rebels get their supply drop before we withdraw.
You're going to arm civilians and set them loose without any supervision? Have you lost it?
Because none of us has the time to help them play toy soldier. If they want to help, I'll take it. But they could never be a reliable force for our needs.
We'll just have to hope that their revolution won't end up distracting from our own efforts.
When you've figured out what those are, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be in the field hunting for targets of opportunity.
Alright. Relax in the cantina. Let me do a mission before that. Want the HK one first. What am I doing? Use the elevator in the research lab. I have a companion.
Here I am.
Is that an experiment going wrong? Damn, that's HK.
Justification. If I wait for my opponents to be ready, they may not die efficiently. Query. Shall we begin again?
Beat to HK.
Recognition. Your facial scan matches Dr. Ogorob's research profile. It is a pleasure to meet you, Master. Confession. It is awkward that I cannot share your memories of our past association. Explanation. With the loss of my original memory core, my cognitive parameters have been reset. This includes targeting authorizations. While I am hard-coded to eliminate armed, uniformed enemy combatants, I cannot process other targets without your input. In your absence, I would currently be unable to terminate a wide variety of potential threats. A truly unacceptable state of affairs. Appreciation. I can see why we function well together. We both prize efficiency. Exposition. This testing range has been specifically designed to establish what targets I am authorized to terminate when operating without your direct supervision. I will describe several hypothetical scenarios. You will authorize or forbid me from terminating specific targets in them. Quite simple, really. Instruction. The scenarios are ready at your command. My future assassinations rest in your hands.
Oh, what are we doing? Use target range console.
Scenario. I am assigned to disable an anti-aircraft cannon deep within enemy territory. In addition to armed guards, unarmed enemy personnel and civilian contractors are present, along with one over-eager journalist. Elimination of the guards goes without saying, but timely destruction of the cannon is mission critical. Which meatbags am I authorized to terminate?
This. Authorize, forbid.
Acclaim. A generous targeting parameter. Rationale. They signed up for this.
Kill them all.
Respect. Witnesses can be messy. Scenario. A group of civilians claims to have critical intelligence. I've been assigned to escort them to an Alliance safe house. Armed meatbags attack us en route. Complication. The attack occurs in a crowded marketplace. The attackers have no markings identifying their faction. Every blaster bolt counts, Master. Who will be receiving them?
4 targets. Allied civilian, unknown civilian. Firm, yeah.
Excellent.
Knowing droid.
Acceptance. Wrong place, wrong time. Introspection. Less satisfying than meatbags. Unorthodox, but thorough. Scenario. Sabotage. Our headquarters lab facilities have been compromised by unidentified enemy agents. Containment failure of this scale could release any number of hazards. Biological contagions, self-adapting data viruses, predatory wildlife. not to mention the perpetrator of the sabotage, still at large and potentially dangerous? Query, how should I resolve these dire circumstances, Master? Approval. Preserve the food chain.
Yeah, he's just going to be able to kill anybody he wants.
It's good to have options. We can always exit later. You can never be too sure. Ruthless. Appearances can be deceiving.
How many times do I got to do this?
Scenario. Enemy forces have captured and imprisoned me in a secured facility. They are commanded by a high-value target of significant rank. Thanks to my incredible ingenuity, I escaped to go on the offensive against my captors, eventually coming face-to-face with their leader. Request. What is my prejudice setting, Master? Maximum or merely extreme?
High-value target.
Addendum. Our trophies. Scenario. Victory is ours. The enemy stands before us, defeated, disarmed, or in chains. Quandary. Do we show mercy? Or do we remove all possibility they could attack us again someday?
Heal everybody.
Precept. Be thorough. Be safe. No. Leave nothing to chance. Conclusion. All targeting parameters are set. I am fully capable of target selection and termination in your absence. Are you satisfied with these settings? Confirmation. All settings are processed and active. Hesitation. Certain design alterations to my chassis have not been fully integrated and require further field testing. While I am combat ready, I would advise against including me in any mission-critical activities for the time being, Master. Reassurance. I will not rest until I exceed all previous specifications. Dr. Ogerup should be updated on my status. I look forward to our first, or rather, next mission together.
So is that what all those missions are going to be like? What's that?
Did you see the way that imp glared at me?
Story arc. Skip this? Star Fortress? I don't know what that is.
I require your
Okay.
attention. Do not tarry.
So I can save it for now. They made me come all the way to the cantina just so they could have a character say they need me to show up. That was pointless. Basically, you're supposed to level your alliance up and gather companions, but you don't have to. You can just go through the story. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do now. Once I'm done with the stories, then I'll worry about...
Good. You're here.
Astute observation, Agent Sean. It is a wonder the SIS could get by without your deductive reasoning.
You're a droid that's gotten too big for her own bolts. How's that for an astute observation?
5 minutes. Can we please go 5 minutes without you two at each other's throats?
Yeah, I'll do the stories first and then do all the companion stuff. I just want to get those missions out of the way.
Scorpio, don't be rude. And Theron, you know better than to give in to her taunts.
Sorry. Stress got the better of me. Scorpio, show the commander what you found. Please.
My analysis of enemy communications obtained by Havoc Squad revealed something interesting. Hidden inside a mundane signal, I discovered an encrypted transmission was codenamed the Gemini frequency. They are broadcast from the throne to every vessel in the Eternal Fleet. The Spire schematics provided by Cleo confirm this.
It's how Arkan commands his warships. This is the break we've been waiting for. A direct line to the enemy fleet.
Start a plan of attack. It's Arkan's turn to be on the defensive.
I don't know why, but I like Scorpio. Something about her. But what the hell? Chapter 12, Visions in the Dark.
Scorpio cross-referenced all the data Havoc Squad and Cleo stole from Zakul. When we compared the enemy's comm logs to the Spire maps, we found something unexpected. There's a hyperwave relay station hidden 10,000 meters beneath the Spire. It's the only source of Gemini frequency transmissions to and from the Eternal Throne.
That's how Arkan commands the fleet. And we know where it is.
That relay station is our key to the Gemini frequency. If we can decrypt it, we'll eavesdrop on the enemy and learn his plans.
Think bigger, Lana. We could send fake orders. Have Arkan's own warships blast him off the throne.
Why stop there? When the fleet's under your control, there's nothing you couldn't do with it.
You'll never get near that relay station. It's 10 kilometers underground and defended by more safeguards than we can count.
That's a good thing our data reveals every security measure in the way, and how to defeat them.
A strike team can disable the defenses right under Arkan's nose, but only if we send it in now. Our intel's turning stale as we speak.
Cleo and Major Jorgen are already on Zakul. They're in position to clear the commander a path directly to the relay station.
We are not sending that terrorist. She's done enough to my world.
Havoc Squad was made for this op. We have enough detonite to turn that relay station into a crater. Cut the head off the Serpent. Throw the fleet into chaos.
You're trusting the fate of the galaxy to a gang of grenade-happy bucketheads? We're only getting one shot at this. Lucky for you, one shot is all I need. Destroying that relay station is a bonehead play. Send me, and you'll control the Gemini frequency.
The idea has potential, and she's an experienced infiltrator who survived on Zakul for years.
She bombed my people. Never again.
Destroying the relay station is a last resort. But if things go wrong, I need someone who can get creative. That's Cleo.
She's like a rancor in a glass factory. This is a mistake.
Those are my orders. They're not open to debate. Your job is to keep Arkan away from us.
I'm already moving. Be seeing you.
I seem to like pissing off
You
the
can't
rebel
please
characters.
everyone. But it may be prudent to consult Valkorion. He built the spire. He may tell you how to invade it.
I don't like not being able to choose my companion. Is that 230, 230? Are these the same? No, they're not. Colonel Commander MK or Rogue. Alright, travel to a secluded area to speak with Valkorion. Cantina is secluded? Pure wilderness survival gear for safety. What the hell? Energy shield and a medical backpack. Talk to Valkorion at the secluded area.
Valkorion, we need to talk.
Do not presume to manipulate me. We are not Sith, and the Dark Council is dead. When you kneeled before me, I thought you would become my greatest ally. Ah, how wrong I was to believe that.
You always knew what controlled the Eternal Fleet. You should have told me.
I am not your servant, and you have trifled with my patience for the last time.
Lana, come in. Something happened. I need your help.
Your friends cannot hear you.
You brought me here. Why?
Sometimes, evolution requires a push or a sacrifice. You have forgotten what it means to face death alone. I will remind you. A path has been laid before you, but you refuse to tread upon it. That will change.
Search for a path back to Odessan base.
Can you sense the predators closing in? They smell your weakness. They would feast on it. You have a destiny to fulfill. I am tired of being disappointed by your lack of progress.
What? What was the point of that? Keep forgetting about those. How do you pick them up?
My son blindsided me because I allowed it. But you were weak.
Why do I have this backpack and these 2 skills? Haven't needed them yet. What are these things for? Way to mark common paths and locations that are traversable.
The galaxy is finally united under a single banner. It should have been yours. My son struck a killing blow against you. Had I not interfered, you would be dead. Perhaps I should have let you go then.
Check the passage. No, check the southwest passage.
Despite your precious warship, a legion of allies, and my immense power at your disposal, you remain incomplete. You have mastered the dark side of the Force. It is not enough. It never was. Until you embrace your full potential, you will only be a pawn of fate, never its master.
Destiny isn't a personal choice. That's the whole point.
You grasp at understanding like a blind infant. The future is not a river to carry us. It is the ocean in which we drown if we are not prepared. You have 2 destinies, Outlander. In one, you defeat Arkham, claim the Eternal Throne, and remake the galaxy. In the other, you die alone, unmourned and forgotten. I brought you here to taste that defeat.
I guess this is why I need it.
Pitiful. Why did I ever believe you could change anything?
You want me dead? If that's what it takes to get rid of you, do it.
I will not gift you that release. Not yet. This was a fraction of the pain my children can inflict. If you do not finish your training, become something greater, you will feel the full weight of their rage.
You keep saying I have to become more than I am, but you never explain what that means.
You demand a simple answer, refusing to look for it within. That is the essence of your failure. I cannot stay to protect you any longer. There are matters to which I must attend, but I will leave you with a final token of my favor. Fulfill your destiny, and I promise to return.
You can exist outside my head. Where are you going, and why?
It is pointless to explain. You will understand when the time comes.
Cheer up, big brother. You're making me sad.
Father won't face me himself.
He's punishing you for stealing his chair.
He isn't angry. Father never feels anything. Not even when Vexen died.
He was a good brother. Brought me gifts from all the worlds he conquered.
I freed you from Father's control. I hope that earned your support.
My loyalties lie here, Arkan. Always.
Now what?
Still got the pack. Discover clues about your location in the area. It. don't know it's a ship, but whose ship?
In the dragon's name!
At least everything's marked.
For millennia, Jedi and Sith archived their knowledge in holocrons. These legacies preserved the wisdom of great minds. The focus was often on exploring mysteries of the Force, not the practical matters of government. After all, Jedi do not seek to lead, and it is in the nature of Sith to force their wills upon others. But a few sought to understand what it truly means to lead a civilization. These are their teachings.
I guess we're gonna meet Satele Shan, because that's her voice. What was the point of that? Wait a minute. There's more. Oop.
I've waited for you a long time. Welcome to my home, Outlander.
Jedi Master Satil Shan. When Valkorion told me to finish my training, he meant with you.
You're asking the wrong person. Yes, I'm going to offer a meal. Stop rushing me. You survived an ordeal. Come, sit. There's food.
Don't take this personally, but you've gotten strange.
I think we both have. Many things changed while you slept in Carbonite. I led the fight to save the Republic from Zakul. Nothing prepared me to face that enemy. I failed. Again and again.
This camp isn't new. You've been on a Descent for a while.
When the Republic surrendered to Arkan, I gave myself to the will of the Force. I left the core worlds and found this planet. We've been here for years, waiting.
You went underground to regroup. But how did you know I'd come here too?
Our journey here wasn't about you. Not originally. We sensed your awakening on Zakul. Felt the presence of our old enemy guiding you. We witnessed the victories and defeats leading you here. When we found you in that clearing, we faced a choice. Bring you here, or end you there.
You don't have the stomach to kill anyone.
I can kill when necessary. Today it isn't. Valkorion strengthened your bond to the Force. You may be the greatest of us all, but your old training couldn't prepare you for what's to come. You have much to learn. Follow us. Seek the answers throughout the valley. You will know when you find them.
I guess she's still talking to Darth Mar. Now what do we got? Miss Tame Creature. I have to tame a creature? Light beacons along the path. Why does this feel like the Jedi training? Where you had to light beacons to get to somebody.
There is no greater challenge than to change from within. But that is what we all must do to survive. The most powerful among us couldn't stand against the endless legions of Zakul. Even the Sith Empire learned that lesson too late. On countless worlds, I watched Jedi sacrifice themselves to delay inevitable defeat. We will not let you meet their fate. I went to Zakul in secret to see the Eternal Throne myself. I still bear the scars of that journey.
Talk to Cecile Shan in the wilderness.
On Odessen, light and dark exist in perfect balance, forming a nexus in the Force. There is another world like it, Zakul. Arkan and his knights learned to use the Force in a different way from Jedi and Sith. It's why we couldn't truly defeat them.
What makes Arkan and his followers so different from Jedi or Sith?
Jedi approach the Force as a companion, and Sith try to enslave it. But Arkan's knights believe the Force is their reward for serving an ideal. They swear their lives to the Eternal Emperor. The more they honor his commandments, the greater their power. The knights obey their master without question, sacrificing everything for his triumph. Devotion makes them strong. You must become stronger.
I thought only Sith cared about being the most powerful. You sound like Valkorian.
We are nothing like that man.
Darth Maul.
Valkorian destroyed my flesh, but not my reason for being.
You never cared about becoming immortal. But I guess dying changes everything.
Denying the Void's embrace taxes me. But I will not leave our empire undefended. After my defeat, I sought an ally to make things right again. But only one in all the galaxy was my equal. We met on this world. We argued, explored, and found an understanding. We now pass that knowledge to you.
If Jedi and Sith have found a way to work together, I want to know how.
No one is more surprised than I am to be here in this moment. But I trust the will of the Force.
We do not offer empty platitudes. We do not promise easy victory.
All we ask is that you listen with an open mind and learn from our failures.
To forge the future, you must first break with the past. Victory over Arkan requires new perspectives and new weapons.
Follow the will of the Force into the wilderness beyond this camp. Find what we left for you, and meet us in the cave.
Locate secret items in the Odessan wilderness. Christ, they're scattered out. What the hell?
Arkan won't be conquered through passion or righteousness. He has emptied himself of weaknesses, like sentiment and morality.
Basic switch. Isotope X fusion core. Am I building a new lightsaber? That's too high.
Your enemy stole his empire through deceit and murder. He's accustomed to the dark. You must strike ways blind from within.
Brick weapon casing. High energy shielded canister. 3 more.
not be enough to defeat Arkan. His eternal throne and the fleeted commands are the greatest threats our galaxy has ever faced.
Harmonically synchronized force crystal. Okay, it is a saber.
The Sith Code teaches us to break our chains, but freedom is not your ultimate goal. You must anchor yourself to power. When Arkan lies defeated, your destiny is to take the eternal throne. Any other path will lead only into chaos.
Atomic tri-layered heatsink.
The Force is in motion, and we must follow. The old ways aren't enough. We'll show you the new way.
And custom microboard. Travel into the dark cave. Back the other way. Why can't I use a speeder out here? Whoa.
I dismiss the Jedi Code. I was wrong. There is no death. There is only the Force. And it has a plan. The will of the Force is a flowing current. You can follow or fight it, but it is always there.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tell me, do you believe in the future?
I believe in this.
My brother will have your head.
Okay, she can't be done.
You think you're winning? I love it. No more holding back. Never again. I'll see you again. Every time you close your eyes.
I fought Arkan's sister. Phelan was right here.
No, that was merely a warning, a vision. A bond to the Force as intense as yours brings with it powerful insight.
Heed what you saw. Behind Arkan stands Valen, and behind her, many others. They will all try to stop you. The weapon you wield was built for a different war, a different enemy. It no longer serves you. It must change, as you have.
You want me to build a new lightsaber?
You will create a pure extension of the Force's will. One you alone control. With it, you can unite 1,000 stars.
We offer to add our strength to yours, but you must be the guiding hand. Focus the power and decide what form it takes.
Yeah, I use it sometimes, usually when I start a fight.
I'm ready when you are.
Use the weapon forge in the dark cave. Does it really matter what I focus on?
There's no defeat I can't overcome. It's done.
That blade is part of you now. The next time you face Arkan in battle, he will not be ready for you.
But violence can only destroy. It doesn't inspire others to greatness, and it can never rebuild. Only a leader can do that.
I once thought it enough to be the unstoppable force between my people and the enemy. I faced Valkyrian and refused to bend. That choice broke me and doomed the worlds I sought to defend.
I sent Jedi to fight an enemy I didn't understand, because I believed in the justness of my cause. Those deaths still haunt me. We know what it means to fail those who counted on us. We would spare you that pain.
It's better for me to learn from your mistakes than repeat them.
Your one-time power base was impressive, but in the end, you were still only one facet of the Dark Council. Leading this alliance is unlike anything you have done before. Directing the war effort is a mere fraction of the burden you must bear.
You must not only know when to fight, but when to retreat, or even to make peace with your foe. There is an oasis not far from this cave. Your final lesson waits there.
Do I actually get a new saber, or is it just a new look? Oh, new saber. And of course it's weaker than the one I'm using, so what was the point of this?
Forget what your old masters taught you. Not even Valkyrian understands. The Force is not an ally, slave, or transaction.
Do I have to use that saber though?
The Force is a paradox. It empowers and imprisons. It destroys and unites. It binds the galaxy together and tears people apart. It has a will, but needs a commander.
Why do I have tame creature? See if this thing works. Oh. Can't do it while fighting. I did like how that hilt looked better than the one I'm using, so I might just swap it out.
You killed her children. She will devour you as revenge.
What hope do you have to escape such raw fury?
I don't need to escape. I only need to fight.
Yeah, the hilt I'm using right now looks more like a rifle, a pistol or a rifle. Hey, I can tame that? Oh no. Damn it, I put it in the wrong one. No, I didn't. I just didn't unequip this one. Talk to Satil Shan in the Oasis Cave.
You killed your enemy and claimed its home. For now. Some believe you're destined to walk this path. Others think you make the choices that decide their fates.
Your alliance will collapse if you do not know yourself and the ideal you serve. Do you understand?
Whatever fate has in store for me and the Alliance, I'm ready.
Your way is clear. And so is ours. Do you feel it, Mar? The Force draws us elsewhere.
The exile on Odysseum is over.
A new path has opened, thanks to you. Our duty is to follow it.
What? Well, I said I'm gonna do dark side, so...
You aren't leaving. I'm dealing with you here, now. Before you become a threat.
I understand. It is not my time to die.
Okay, good.
Not yet.
I'll find you. Someday.
That's good. I didn't want her to die. Use the climbing ledge. Oh, there it is. Use the elevator at the Alliance base entrance. Still can't use a damn speeder. Use the war room consoles to check in with Lana, but first we'll do another one of these. So far these companion missions have been boring. Ilum. Ilum. What am I doing on Ilum? Find and speak to mining foreman.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah. Does her gear matter at all? Except maybe the weapon? Or any companion's gear for that matter?
Still no word from Shaft 12. Atmospherics are bad. Maybe...
Keep trying them. Just keep trying. I'm not losing anyone else out there. Oh. I'm sorry. You startled me. There's a killer out there, and I didn't see you walk up. Oh.
Who is it you mistake me for?
We don't have a name for him. I've only heard cries over the comms about a lone killer with a lightsaber massacring my workers. Things were going well, more or less, until a few weeks ago. Stopped getting word from a few of our camps. Then we started finding the bodies. Hacked to pieces. Nothing else touched. His only motive seems to be to hurt us.
Any clue as to how I might find the killer?
It started around the time we broke ground on Shaft 16. Probably a coincidence, but maybe there's something there we don't know about.
I'll investigate. It's as close to a lead as we have from the sound of things.
I'll mark Shaft 16 on your map. Please be careful. This guy won't think twice about trying to kill you if you cross paths.
Changed her gear, but her appearance didn't change. Still the same pants. Where are we going? The hell? Is it gonna let me drive through the Republic camp? Technically, they don't exist anymore. What am I doing? Investigate Shaft 16. I wasn't expecting any of these missions to bring me back to one of the original planets. I thought it was all going to be on the other planets. Um... How does that work? Can I just go over it? Yeah, okay. Now what? Oh, there we go. Big natural cavern at the site was a real blessing. Weather here is so blasted awful. Should have the temp habs thrown up in a few hours, and we can start in with excavators tomorrow. Turns out someone else thought this cave was a pretty safe place to stay too. Found some signs of life, some small temple or shrine maybe. It's sitting right on the crystal seam. Barb thinks it's probably some long dead primitive worship spot, but it doesn't look all that old if you ask me. Sent word to the foreman, but we're probably losing at least a day to sorting this out. Looks like we're keeping to the schedule. I'll bet corporate didn't bother trying to sort out who might have the rights to cultural artifacts. Won't matter once the digging starts. Kind of a shame someone put a lot of care into the thing. Maybe I'll take a hollow. Used to camp. That wasn't the holocron? No.
Anyone out there? Hello? Please, someone answer.
Are you with the mining operations here?
Yes, this is Shaft 12. We can't reach base camp. That monster, he's killed everyone outside the tunnels. He's just waiting at the mouth, pacing. We're trapped. Oh, I think he heard me. He's coming. Help, please, help.
Rescue her from Shaft 12. More traveling, yay. Jesus Christ, way up here? Thank God for fast travel. A bug on what? This mission? I'm doing a bug mission? What part? Travel through a heroic. Okay, through a heroic. I got so tired of this planet. Doing this mission here, especially. Oh yeah, there used to be a wall. Yeah, okay, I remember the wall. Where it would start killing you. Jesus Christ, what the hell? There was nothing around me. Where did those guys come from? Alright, I'll just go around the other way. Yeah, I forget the name of that mission that's there. Poisonous something. I didn't try to fight them, I tried to avoid them. I forgot I'm not level 70 anymore. Now I'm 52. May not have a choice. Okay. Yeah, I've done this mission hundreds of times. Well, not gonna have a choice.
I'll regret facing us.
Yeah, before if you went down this way, you'd start dying, right? Because there was nothing here, technically. What the? Welcome to Galactic. I don't want strongholds. Whoa, what did I have? Given the other bodies in the area, it seems unlikely that Anna would have survived, even if she did make it out of the shaft in time. Force-sensitive background. Through your connection to the Force, you sense powerful emotional traces left behind by the attacker. Seething hatred, but also great sadness, regret, and a profound sense of loss. These are not the emotions of random violence. There is a very specific reason for these attacks. Data pad in shaft 16. Perhaps there's another clue around 12. What, people would die trying to get here, going through the wall? Had to log out and log back in. Okay. Report to mining foreman. Don't want to go there. Oh, too late. What kind of stuff are in the huts? Also, are these the only companion missions we get, or are there more after you finish these? Readable stuff, okay. Empty. Hey, what's going? Zalek? What the hell? Why is Zalek attacking people?
No, 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 please!
I know that presence anywhere. You've been busy, my apprentice.
I thought the feeling was from within. Lord, we cannot speak now. I must kill him.
Don't let him. Please! I'm begging!
Quiet!
Well, it's a dark side choice, so kill them and be done with it. I have need of you again.
Thank you, Lord.
No! Why?
My father will know peace again, soon. I have honored your legacy as well, Lord.
So what? Is that a different person depending on your class, or is it always Zalek? As you should, apprentice.
That is not a name for me now. I have enjoyed freedom as a Lord of the Sith. I would kneel again for a Lord such as you.
Well, I'm not going to reject him. Come, Zalek, we have much to do.
As you wish, Lord.
Yeah, I got him back, but he's not one that I'm going to use, so... I like either Ashara or Lana. Or if they ever give me Vet, I'll take Vet. Where are we going? Where are we going? Deep to Santa Ray. I guess I travel back to where I was. Always Zalek. Alright, where the hell am I? Back at the beginning.
Shall we?
All the other classes join you. I wish. Yeah, the only other companion that's not Inquisitor related is
Sub-level 4
Vet
open.
that I like.
No guards. So close to a new kill record.
We should have canceled her mission when the commander disappeared. She's unstable.
She's ahead of schedule, and the casualties are acceptable.
So glad to have your support.
The relay station is only 3 levels away. Be prepared to slice the Gemini frequency the moment you're inside.
It's not too late for Havoc Squad to finish this op right. Demolish the whole facility.
Over your dead body.
Or yours. Let's not be picky.
I sent Kaleo on this mission for a reason. Let her work.
Where the blazes have you been?
Okay.
Valkorion dragged me into the wilderness and almost killed me. Then he left my mind to go somewhere else. He wouldn't say. I found Satil Shan with the spirit of Darth Maul. They helped me build a new lightsaber to defeat Arkham. They're a team now, following the will of the Force.
That's an awful lie. It must be true.
Blast it. Sky troopers. At least a dozen. Almost ran right into them.
Don't panic, maybe they didn't see you.
If they did, things are about to get exciting.
Kaleo, come in. Come in. No signal.
We need a contingency plan. If they capture her, turn her against us?
I warned you this would happen. We're going in.
Kaleo had her chance. It's your turn, Major.
We won't let you down, Commander. Havoc Squad, move out.
Well, that's interesting. I like Vet, so have to wait and see. Profit and Plunder, Chapter 13.
Still no word from Major Jorgen or Kaleo?
Everything within a kilometer of the spire has been locked down. No signal gets in or out of that zone.
I warned you that Gemini frequency mission was dangerous. If they're alive, it won't be for much longer.
If they're dead, so be it. We still need to sabotage the Eternal Fleet, and the Gemini frequency is our best chance.
We can't get anywhere near the spire without fighting every defender on Zakul. We don't have the forces for that. I'll alert you the moment I hear anything, but until then, we're just wasting time here.
We could all use a break to regroup. That includes you, Theron.
I'm too tired to argue. Oh, almost forgot. Hylo Viz asked to see you, Commander. Wouldn't say why, but it sounded important.
Well, I already purposely got rid of Koth, so I could do without a few more. Got too many as it is. I already have the headgear, but Lana might use it. What is this? Alright, and just gonna do a quick AFK to get a drink. I'll be right back. What are we doing? Oh, I still gotta speak to Sana Ray too. Where's she at? Over there. Kept scrolling and scrolling the list of comments.
Zalek has arrived. Thank you for your assistance. He speaks little, though his skills are considerable. His assistance will strengthen us.
Oh, what do we got here? 2 gifts? Oh, I can only choose one. Doesn't matter. Damn it. Oh well. Not picking yet. Alright, speak to Hilo, or speak with Hilo Biz.
We can't do everything on our own. We need more people or better.
Hey, Commander, got a sec?
What's on your mind?
We're doing our best to keep the supply lines running, but most of the people I deal with aren't exactly philanthropists. We can't keep running this thing on goodwill and borrowed credits.
Well, the bad thing is, if it's a light side or a dark side choice, I'm gonna have to choose the dark side choice on Vet.
You're saying we need a steady income.
Or a really big slush fund. But look, I didn't just come here with complaints. I know a guy with a habit of showing up when someone's in need. He's reached out with an offer we can't really refuse, much as I might want to. You should meet him.
But I'm gonna redo the entire series with my other character and do all light side on her, so we'll see.
So he's what? A loan shark?
No, just a liar. And a cheat. And a thief. The only thing to trust about him is that he can do what he promises. Hear him out. Come on.
Liar, cheat, and a thief. Andronicus? No light side
Well,
or
this has
dark
been an
side.
interesting
Okay.
diversion, but I think it's time to wrap things up. I call.
I know a Sith that's pleased with herself when I see one. I fold.
So soon? Must be quite a hand. Let's see it.
Another different companion.
But how? You discarded every chance you got and never locked a card the whole round. The odds are astronomical. You cheated.
Yeah, even if I did. You sure the old boss of Sith intelligence wants to admit some shifty alien got the better of her?
I forgot about Galt.
Wasted no time turning the card table into a graveyard.
It's my preferred method of execution.
Commander, the most untrustworthy scoundrel I know. Untrustworthy scoundrel, the Commander.
She never was big on formalities. Galt Renault, at your service. I haven't got a lot of time or patience. Why are you here? Oh, I think you'll make a little of both for this. The Eternal Empire spent the last 5 years pillaging every world in the known galaxy. Now, how'd you like to turn all that plundering into a profit for you and yours? I'm listening. I happen to know where they're keeping all that ill-gotten gain. Better yet, I've got a surefire plan to steal it right out from under their noses. I just need the help of a few talented, tough customers to see it through. And my alliance is the perfect place for recruitment. I've already picked out the ones we'll need.
Ever heard of the Gilded Star? I'll stop you there. You haven't. It's one of the Eternal Empire's most tightly guarded secrets. A floating treasury circling the depths of a massive gas giant. The ship and the buried treasure all wrapped up into one neat little package. Well, maybe not little. By my estimation, it's the greatest sum of wealth gathered in one place since the Hutt Empire was a thing. So, you in?
I'm in.
When you're ready to get this show on the road, we'll be heading to Vanden to lay some groundwork. Looking forward to this, partner.
Thomas.
There she is, Vanden. Mind the ledges when you're walking around unless you fancy a death by scenic view.
You haven't mentioned why we're here.
Giant barge, full of money. Is this ringing any bells? It's out there somewhere, swimming below sight and scan range. Something about the magnetism here plays havoc with sensors and cheap fillings. Bottom line is, we'll never find the Gilded Star out there, which is all the more reason to get our preparations underway. Such as picking up the last member of our illustrious crew.
How many people are we going to need?
Half a dozen, give or take. This is the last one unaccounted for. You should be in a warehouse not far from the dockyards. I'll point out the place when I see it. Smooth.
Meet with the last member of Galt's crew. This gonna be another former companion of somebody's?
So, this plan I mentioned, it's going to take the best identity forger this side of the galaxy to pull off. Problem is, he's been in hiding, specifically in that, for a long time. He probably won't be too thrilled to have visitors, especially not visitors who had his safe house shipped a few thousand parsecs unannounced. Be on your toes.
Go to the fleet and see people with gold around their portrait. There's one. Do all the class missions. Every imp and pub. I've seen the gold with the numbers, meaning that they're like tier 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I think I can handle a grimy hermit.
Just don't kill him, or the only thing getting washed is the plan. Dretcher, is it? They always say retirement's a good time to travel. Why don't you come and check out the new scenery?
Tiresias, you've got a lot of nerve showing your ugly mug to me again.
Tiresias. Just a name I carried around for a while. No use to anybody now. I think you've got me confused for someone else, friend. Name's Galt Renault. Got a business proposition I think you'll want to hear about.
You can't play dumb with me, Ty. I know that face better than you do.
I don't care what kind of past you two share. We've got business to get to.
The only thing I've got to get to is finally enjoying my retirement. A little gift for your hospitality. You can mail order just about anything these days.
Still can't roll with the punches. You perfectionist types never learn. There's no such thing as a sure thing.
Why are we trying to recruit someone who wants to kill you?
He's the one with the grudge. After I made that body double, he went and swindled half of Nar Shaddaa in my name.
Because Dretcher is literally the only one I trust to pull this off.
It's taken everything I know to stay hidden in this little prison. Every time I start to think I can leave, someone snitches on my new identities.
That true.
So maybe I encourage Dretcher's early retirement. This little box is cozier than a coffin and a better place to reflect on how stupid trying to blackmail me was. But hey, ancient history, am I right? I'm more than willing to forget about our past disagreements if you do one more job for me.
Like I'd ever help you again.
He's asking. I'm telling. You're going to help us with a heist, or I'm going to rip you out of there and beat you within an inch of your life.
There's 25 layers of durasteel and cortosis between you and me. We'll both be dead of old age before you make good on that.
It's true, we might never get into that safe room of yours, but I'm sure this sonic amplifier I brought will have an interesting effect on the contents. So unless you want to spend your final moments being shaken to death by the dulcet tones of the Kashyyyk Life Day Choir, I would reconsider.
I gotta see this. That was a sad impression.
I'll do this stupid job.
Sit tight, Dretch, and get reacquainted with the concept of hygiene. We've got one more stop to make before we get to the fun part.
Meet with Galt's contacts. Other way.
Punctual, gentlemen. Glad you could make it all this way. No trouble acquiring my little request, I take?
It's here. You got our money?
Of course, friend, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask to see the goods first.
Satisfied?
That's a fine piece of hardware.
That should do.
You got our money?
About that. I was really thinking we should renegotiate the price. You know, seeing as I don't need the whole missile. Yeah, I thought you might feel that way.
Launch sequence initiated. Target acquired. Total atomic dispersal in T-minus 1 minute.
You son of a... Make it stop!
Nah.
Hope you're a good runner.
Jumping might be faster.
T-minus 55 seconds. Warhead primed. Suffering index set to maximum.
You're gonna pay for this!
Suckers.
Abort sequence aborted. No stopping me now.
Ah, what did she do to this thing? Come on, it's not responding.
If I die because you wanted to stiff your dealer, there won't be a Corellian hell far enough to hide you from me.
Less threatening, more helping.
Tampering detected. Emergency detonation in 5 seconds. Nice try, jerks.
Now, I cannot tell if she did a terrible job rewiring this or too good a one.
3. Oh, so close. 2. I can't wait. 1.
Hey, it's that.
That was great!
Ha, ha.
Come on, that was pretty good. Admit it.
That's about like her.
As pranks go, high marks.
Don't encourage her. Allow me to introduce my partner, Vet. She has a habit of getting where she's not wanted. Like on your nerves, for instance. Did you get the warhead, or were you too busy practicing your lines?
Yes, I got it, Grumpy Pants.
Though I guess those lizard brains will have figured out nothing's exploded by now. I'll see if I can't distract them.
Time to make ourselves scarce. We'll see you back at the hideout.
Toodles!
I always liked Vet, but I don't like the warrior class, so I never got to use her much. What are we doing? Head to Galt's hideout.
feel that later.
Recover security spikes from security droids. Security droid. Damn it, Galt. I hate healers. I'm a healer. I don't need a healer. Cancel the lockdown in the docks. Where are we going? Where are we going? Recovery security spikes from security droids.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Is there nothing else in this area? Oh, there we go.
Seeing stars?
Castle lockdown in the Central District. Meet with Galt's crew. Bet, Scorpio, Dretcher, Senya.
If you're still wondering why you're here, it isn't to check out the Tabana gas bars. There's a stealth cruiser loaded with more precious metals than a hut's taste in art hiding down in the lower atmosphere, and it's about to come up for air.
And while the Gilded Star is roosting at the Skyhook for its annual resupply, we're going to rob it blind.
How do you even know about that?
A little bird told us. I speak stool pigeon.
Even if you do know where it's going to be, it's got a full military complement on board, and a vault that could survive the ship being reduced to atoms.
Most people would consider it impregnable, but we aren't most people, are we, Senya?
You do seem to know a lot about our target.
Yes, well, I should. Overseeing the Gilded Star was among my duties when I still served Valkorion.
Then you are privy to its operational protocols.
I doubt they're still the same.
You don't have to run the thing. Just get Scorpio to the ship's control center.
There's no way we could infiltrate that far into the ship undetected.
Oh, maybe, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure High Justice Valen can go wherever she pleases.
You're going to have Senya pose as Valen.
We've got the best identity doctor this side of the galaxy, and as close to a genetic match as we're gonna get.
I could never match Valen's gene sequence like that. Although, maybe simulating data corruption in her IT.
And create enough doubt to bluff her way through. Dear old mom can manage that, right? Once Valen and her attaché droid are on board, they head to the bridge, seize control of the ship, and allow the rest of us to do our parts.
Like cracking the vault. It isn't controlled by the network, so I've got to get into the guts of the ship to reach the mechanism. I'll need your help.
Meanwhile, Lana and Theron will bridge airlocks with a tanker transport I've secured for the goods.
How are we going to carry an entire treasury's worth of loot out of the vault before anyone catches on?
Oh, we won't be carrying anything out of the vault. Into, that's another story. Remember how Senya mentioned the vault could withstand everything outside being vaporized? The same applies to what we're setting off inside.
The warhead.
Exactly. I'll be pulling up the rear with a disintegration bomb. Once it's done its job, we pump the atmosphere into the waiting tanker and make our escape.
This is so crazy, it just might work.
I prefer unconventional.
Once that sucker explodes, the crew's going to notice. Everybody's just going to have to hightail it to the transport before they catch on.
Now, since we've got less than a day before the Gilded Star rolls into port, I'd suggest everybody get real familiar with their part.
You're good to go.
Alright, I get to do that. He's the only choice. Good. Alright, meet with Galt near the Skyhook. First.
I picked out a discreet vantage point near the Skyhook. Better get in position. This is close enough. And there's the Gilded Star, just like I promised.
I was expecting shinier.
Gold-plated and stealth ship don't exactly line up. Now we just have to hope Mommy Dearest remembers her daughter's birthday.
I can kill you from here, Gold.
Great, really getting into the spirit of your character, at least from what I hear.
Shut up.
We are approaching the checkpoint. No further communications are warranted until the bridge is under our control.
Roger. Break a leg, ladies. It's in their hands now. All we've got to do is wait.
So, how did you manage to fleece Lana at cards anyway?
You've got a pretty good handle on all that Force nonsense. What would you do if you were at the sabacc table?
Predict the cards that will come up and play accordingly.
If you're only thinking about your next draw, you've already lost. I could tell Lana was trying to peek inside my head, so I just made sure she got an eyeful. The angry glares she flashed were easier to read than anything I was doing. As for the rest, well, trade secrets, you know.
Come on. We're partners now. No secrets between us.
When I've got enough credits to buy half the galaxy, maybe we'll talk.
I am now in complete control of the Gilded Stars network. I will isolate the vessel's sentinels to the best of the system's ability.
Showtime.
All better.
I get 2 companions? Wow. First. Oh, enter the skyhook. Oh, he's just a follower.
All personnel, prepare for testing of emergency lockdown systems and maintain your current stations.
Damn it. Alright, recover a security access card, deactivate the security alert. What the hell? Take the elevator to the docking ring.
Reinforcements will arrive. You will have to dispatch enemy personnel along the way.
Board the Gilded Star.
Took some work. Oh, here. Help me with this panel. Okay, I ought to be able to reach the vault mechanism along this route. Keep clearing a path for Galt, and I'll see you soon.
I really hope they check for Minox.
Are you sure those schematics were scaled in meters? I can hardly move.
My last partner didn't complain nearly this much.
Your last partner was crushed to death.
And never once complained about it.
go to the vault.
Seeing stars.
What's heavy? Are you in the vault?
Oh no, it's nothing. Nothing. Almost there.
Okay, Vet, I'm here.
Just give me a sec.
Time's a factor.
Hey, you want to cut through a foot of cortosis and steel while hanging upside down in a half-meter crawl space? There. Jerk. Try it.
The moment of truth.
I've been rich, filthy rich, but nothing like this. Counting the zeros on a balance sheet can't even compare. There's just something magical about the real thing.
I couldn't begin to put a number to all this.
At a certain point, you just stop counting. It won't look nearly as impressive in a second, but it'll spend all the same. Do the honors?
Let's see how much Arkham enjoys this.
Payload's delivered. It's time for the pay dirt.
We're in position. Extending umbilical. Seal is tight. All green.
Airlock disengaged. Awaiting order for depressurization.
Door is...
Commencing depressurization.
Tank is filling. So far, so good.
It will take approximately 10 minutes, 17 seconds to siphon a space of that volume.
Plenty of time to make our exit.
Great. Let's blow this joint.
Did you bring that with you?
This little thing? Nah. I passed the armory and it was just laying around, so I figured nobody'd miss it.
It is unlikely the detonation went unnoticed. After we vacate the bridge, I will no longer be able to maintain a complete lockdown.
See? Perfectly justified acquisition. Come on. I want to try this thing out.
Just scramble the systems as best you can and leg it to the tanker. We'll see you there.
Vet's a commando now? With that big ass gun? What are you doing? Escape the Gilded Star.
We're at capacity. Scorpio and Senya are on board. What's the situation?
We're keeping them busy on our end, but I don't think we're any closer to reaching you. Scorpio, do you still have any access to the blast doors?
Only through direct input.
Great. Just bug out before anyone notices you buzzing around. We'll take the skyhook back down and meet you at the hideout. Play it cool. My guardian angel will handle anybody taking an unhealthy interest.
Wide stance. Lean in. And... you! Amazing.
She likes the gun. Who's my companion right now? Galt.
Oh, okay, that's bad. We've got to get around. This way.
I never tried one of these before.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Take the skyhook down.
Last, we're getting boxed in. Come on, there's one more route we can try.
Take your own medicine.
The lift's not coming, is it?
Oh no, it's coming. It's just not empty.
Vaylin. I can sense her presence.
Time for plan B.
What's plan B?
Run and hope for a plan C.
I'm tired of running from Vaylin.
Well, I've got a few laps left in me. Even if you win and don't turn the skyhook into crumbled wreckage, we'll still be surrounded by thousands of her flunkies. We have to go around.
There is no around.
There is out there.
You want us to scale the exterior?
Pretty much. Look, there's no time to stand here arguing, so I recommend lodging your complaints at a steady jog.
It's not so bad. Just don't look down. Or consider your own mortality. Goodbye, Spewy. I'll never forget you.
Spewy? Go to the exterior.
I think I knocked him cross-eyed.
The wrong way? Yeah, I did.
Thank you. I'll be setting up grabs after the smoke clears. Hey, so just thinking of you, wanted to say... Trouble? No, everything's going great. Just taking a little detour on the way home.
Galt,
The noise? Just a little windy is all. What plan am I on? I don't, Plan C. We're on Plan C, all right? Yeah, sounds lovely. Gotta go. See you soon.
How was that?
Seeing stars?
The good news is we can reach the skyhook from here.
And the bad?
If you've got a fear of heights, there will be plenty of time to get over it on the way down.
Good point. Hello. Can I just not come off? Oh, good enough.
Okay, so remember Plan C?
You never actually got to Plan C, Gold.
So Plan C is jump!
Mother was here, again. She had the audacity to wear my face.
And a punishment?
Escaped. She knows I won't be bested the next time we meet.
Oh, empty threats all you've brought for me.
I interrupted their little raid on the treasury. They couldn't have accomplished much in the time they were here. Mother!
Perfect timing.
I'm not the one who has a problem showing up when I'm supposed to.
Jeez, how long are you planning to hold that over me?
The rest of your life, naturally. Thanks for keeping my worst half out of too much trouble.
It helped that you tempered my expectations accordingly.
Singing my praises again?
The lower octaves.
Anyway, I think we've all had our fill of Vanden, and it's gonna get a lot less hospitable shortly, so shall we?
Let's get our haul back to Odessen.
there's nothing like coming home from a job well done. Especially when you've ruined a huge jerk's day in the process.
Couldn't agree more. Come to think of it, our plan was lacking in one department.
An actual escape route?
It was the scenic route. Can't argue with the view. No, the one thing missing was a way to see the look on Arkin's face when he got the news.
That's a pretty big oversight, Galt. It's coming out of your cut.
Let's not get carried away. We're talking a fringe benefit at best. Now, how about we get on with my favorite part and divvy up the loot?
Already taken care of. You, Vet, and Dretch are already paid out. I took the liberty of skimming what you owe me off yours.
Well, take all the fun out of it, why don't you?
Your idea of fun is why your divvying privileges are still revoked.
Just what did you do exactly?
Ran out on me with the biggest score of our careers.
And I regretted it ever since. Well, after the shine wore off. A little older, a little wiser, you know? Okay, maybe a lot older. It was a formative moment. The point is we're on to bigger and better things. Like melting a mint down into an ocean of liquid happiness. Now, however you want to spend your cut is none of my business. But if you want to say triple it, I might have a little something in the works.
This money isn't ours. I don't mind taking it from Arkin. But I want nothing to do with it.
Our goal was to fund the Alliance, not personal gain.
Who says it can't be both? You just need a little ambition.
Or, you know, you could try giving. Maybe just once. See what you've been missing. My share is going towards buying back some of the artifacts stolen from my people. Freeing slaves. Giving Twi'leks a better place in the galaxy.
Honestly, we've got way more than we need for operations. It'd be good to have a plan for the excess.
Oh, going dark side.
I'm not going to pass up an opportunity to triple our take. Just keep an eye on that investment.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure he coughs up every last credit.
I kinda thought the point of this alliance was to do some good in the galaxy. But I guess I'm not really surprised. Everybody's got an angle.
I understand your decision, Commander. I only ask that you not lose sight of the bigger picture while serving your ambition.
Hey, more shares for you, am I right?
It appears our business is concluded.
Oh, I don't know. I figure you'll be seeing me around. You've got a handy little outfit here. Besides, I wouldn't want Hilo to get lonely.
As if.
If your alliance happens to need a morale officer, I'm game. Kicking Arkin's butt should require a full-time party planner.
Speaking of parties... This stuff sells for more than most freighters. Grab some glasses and get to know what success tastes like.
Commander, Major Jorgen and Kaleo just landed. They're in the docking bay.
So much for celebrating. Go ahead. We'll be right behind.
Yeah, there were some choices. I wanted to go light side, but I'm sticking with the complete dark side route. Like with that one, I didn't really want to do the dark side, but yeah, I've already set my path. What am I doing? Meet Auric and Kaleo in the hangar. Where am I? No companion.
We can't do everything on our own. We need more people or better.
I was 30 meters from a computer that would have given me the Gemini frequency. But no, your idiot brigade had to come in blasting.
You were surrounded. We saved you.
And blew the mission. If it wasn't for my backup plan, you would have died down there.
Backup plan? Your escape route detonated a hospital.
Enough. You both failed the mission. This alliance and me.
I don't get points for bringing Major Misfire home alive. Good to know for next time. It wasn't a complete loss. I grabbed something on the way out.
My fire team covered you.
Yeah. Point is, we lifted the data core from a security console right outside that hyperwave relay station. It's not the key to the Gemini frequency, but it does contain a massive file archive all about those droids.
I'll put Scorpio to work sifting through the information. See if there's anything to salvage from this fiasco.
There's bound to be something we can use. We're not giving up on eliminating Arkan's fleet.
We won't get a second chance at the hyperwave relay station. We'll just have to hope we find an alternative.
It could have gone much worse, but we can't let this happen again. Commander, I recommend these operatives be confined to base for the time being.
What? Forget that!
No, he's right. We didn't function like a team and other people paid with their lives.
Until you earn back my trust, you're on maintenance detail.
I didn't sign up for that.
The more you talk back, the longer you'll spend scrubbing decks. Get moving, now.
I'll start with her fingertips and work my way up. Take one knuckle at a time, then her hands.
Do you remember, Mother? Not what she is now. Who are the children?
I remember her telling Father I was dangerous. How I had to be controlled. She always hated me.
She never understood us. Oh, Father.
She helped the Outlander steal our pretties. They took everything.
Those things can be replaced.
When all the worlds we've conquered find out what's happened, they'll think we're weak. Test us.
I remain the greatest power the galaxy has ever seen. My enemies know what I'll do to them if they cross me.
Fear is always free.
I will be generous with it.
Mandalore's Revenge, Chapter 14.
Good day, my lord.
Where are the others?
Theron is online from the Mistani sector. The rest are unavailable, on scouting or security detail.
I'd prefer to be patrolling myself. Can we proceed?
I have additional information regarding the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. The network links mechanical captains inside the fleet's ships. Their security protocols cannot be directly subverted.
Why not?
Because the Gemini captains
Actually,
are
let me
based...
stop this. There we go. What the hell is this? Still can't pick her. Oh well. I'm gonna take a break for about an hour and then come back, pick it up here. Alright, where are we now? Chapter what again? 14? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break for about 1 hour, then I'll come back and we'll pick up at chapter 14. So I'll see you guys then.